Look at that blue sky. Mr. Blue Sky. I can't think of the words to Mr. Blue Sky. It's one of my favorite songs, and I can't think of how it goes. Sun is shining in the ELO is the first band I ever owned a tape for, cassette tape at the time, and it was my dad's actually. You know, so I had to love it, because that's how I was raised. Try and impress my dad. But actually, we had a cassette player in mono, in the downstairs basement. And I'd go down there and I'd practice on the pool table and listen to that music over and over and over. And it was Ole ELO, or OLEELO. Very difficult to find online when I couldn't figure out how to look for it. But I eventually did. It was a greatest hit, so at the time. There's been several greatest hits albums. ELO's kind of gotten back together now. I don't know who's there other than Jeff Lynne, but I'm on his Facebook list. ELO really was kind of two bands. Pre-Xanadu and post-Xanadu. Xanadu. They went pop. A lot of the band wasn't too pleased with that, I'm told, because they were kind of... ELO, which you might not know, is the Electric Light Orchestra. And one of their album covers had an electric light on it, so people tended to assume that's what they meant by electric light. But no, what they meant was they were one of the first bands to have a string section and a horn section. What do you call blue string? Percussion and what do you call the woodwinds? Air instruments. I don't remember. Anyway, they were at the Electric Light Orchestra, meaning not a full orchestra, but the orchestra sound. And at the time, I guess in the 70s and early 80s, they made some awesome music, unlike any others, because they were a light orchestra. First album that I had, that first album was OLEELO, Ole. But after that, El Dorado was one of their earlier albums, and it's got a lot of instrumental orchestra type music on it. But after Xanadu, which got mixed reviews from their fans because it was an Olivia Newton-John shared album. Half the music for the movie was Olivia Newton-John, very soft poppy, and half was them, very soft poppy. And one song with the Tubes, which is one of my favorite songs of all time, just because of the way it mixes two song types together. Now I'm singing it in my head. But anyway, after that, their next album, I think, was Time. And it was very poppy. And not the opiate kind of slow head nodding music. More like head nodding music. Definitely pop. Now, I liked Time. I can remember most of the songs on it. But a lot of their fans, when you're a harder rock fan, it's like if Rush put out a Britney Spears song. If you don't know who Rush is, you're probably not Canadian. But you should look them up if you like a harder kind of rock. Anyway, they lost a lot of fans, I think. Their next couple of albums. Hardly sold it. Well, I think they took some time off because maybe the band was upset. But I don't even have any of the albums past time. I have them all now on a paid music service. I have listened to them. It's kind of like Supertramp. Supertramp's early albums that nobody knows about, before Breakfast in America, was completely different kind of music. Sometimes bands do better with that, like Supertramp did. Sometimes they lose too many fans and they go away. Those are the only two examples I know of. But other music fans will probably be able to tell you, oh yeah, well, Van Halen's a good example because they changed the lead singer so many times that, obviously the music style changed without, I was going to call him Jamie Lee Fox. What the hell is this? I don't remember his name. I think there's a Lee in there somewhere.